Welcome to Money Makers Podcast. I remain your host, Sheil Ajila, and here we have real business conversation that inspire us towards wealth building and financial growth. Today, I am joined with Mr. Lucky Aluge, a real estate developer who has been trailing blaze as an immigrant in Canada since 2019. Welcome to the studio, sir.
Thank you, Sheila.
It's a pleasure having you here and also having to share your story with a lot of immigrants also that are looking forward to be able to take giant stride like you. And for the purpose of our audience, I would like you to introduce yourself in the most comfortable way and in the way that audience can connect to. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, sir.
Lugeloki is my name. I run a construction company, Lucky
Right.
Links Building Services Limited. We are into real estate development. We
Right.
build, we construct, we
Great.
renovate, we build
Wow.
basement. So anything that has to do with transforming space
I
to
love that.
something usable and more
Right.
beautiful.
Great.
Yeah, that is the business we are into.
Wow, I love that. Wow. And while kind of doing a little research on you, I discovered that you immigrated to Canada in 2019, which is barely about 6 years ago. And the trend is that when people migrate, it takes them a couple of years, between 5 to 10 years sometimes, to actually stabilize and get their footing into like what exactly they want to do and where they should deploy their passion. But for you, 6 years, you immigrated here. And for how long have you been running the business, huh?
The company was registered 1st of September
Uh,
2020. That's
wow.
in the heat
Barely
of
a
COVID.
year.
It was even the heat of COVID.
Wow.
That's when we registered the company, and 3 months down the line, we already running
Started
the business.
operation.
The operation started barely 3 months,
Right.
and it didn't take me long to leave every
Yeah.
other thing and focus on the business.
Wow. So
Yeah.
what was the propeller? What gave you that confidence to leap into that giant stride in barely a year?
Yeah,
Right.
I've always been somebody that that likes to be independent.
Wow.
I'm driven by passion and the desire to do my own thing. That has been my passion. That has
Yeah.
been my way of life. I've been exposed to independence for a very long time.
Great.
So I've been doing business for as long as I can.
Wow. So this is not out of ordinary. It's just like you are just it's just a transitioning phase for you, and you got comfortable in leaping quickly into what you have always known how to do. So before coming to Canada, has it always been real estate also, or is some other kind of business that you are involved in?
Yeah, back home in Nigeria, I run a construction company, Lucky Links
Great.
Construction Limited,
Great.
still in effect till date. And
Wow, you're a global man.
yeah, apart from that, I also have a solar business. There's a Lucky Links
Great.
one-stop solar shop.
That sounds like a
Still
total value
running.
chain that you're controlling in construction and building.
Very correct.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah, it was a little challenging, coming into a new space, a new environment.
Yeah.
And when I came in, I actually knew where I was going. From the one, I knew
Wow.
at some point I have to figure out how to run my own business. So that was, I was resolute and I was determined.
That is the word I've been looking for. I mean, I can see the grit because who is that person that come abroad? Yeah, well, I mean, people will tell you the best way to understand the economy is just to go work for other people and save money. And later on, you can now begin to think of building your capital. But you, against all odds, it can only be grit. It can only be being tenacious. It can only be, in fact, being audacious is the word.
Yeah. Of the truth, it was not an easy part to
I
do
know.
because bills. You have one thing, back home in Nigeria, how much do we pay as bills?
Next to nothing.
I built my own house.
Exactly.
I have borehole that supplies
Right.
water. I don't pay water bill to
Exactly.
anybody.
You have solar probably on your roof.
No, I have solar on my roof.
That's what I'm
No, my
saying.
house have been on solar. My home back, my house in Nigeria since 2014, with every
Wow.
sense of responsibility.
Yeah.
That house has been on solar
Right.
since then till date. Yeah, 90 to 95% of power need in that house supplied by solar
So
system. Yeah,
look
my
at
roof
that.
is covered with solar.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
that was back home. So I don't pay bills. I don't. So you
Right.
now coming into a system, you almost pay for the air you breathe.
Right.
It
I can
was
I
it
can
was
relate.
it was a tough thing. I must tell you,
Yeah.
it was not.
But
It
you
was not
beat
something.
that.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm super proud
Yeah. Thank you.
of the strength in you, and I'm super proud of the strength characterized by African Canadian, because it can only be a lot of tenacity behind all of this giant strive. So we're gonna take a back step a bit to try to understand where your business mindset actually start from. Was there a particular thing maybe in your infant stage when you were a toddler? How did you handle money with your parents? Did you learn who are your mentors? Did you learn something as your parent always been in business? Or was there, to people that have been in business for a while, there's usually a connecting dot. So I'm sure the audience will be very glad if you can share a bit of insight as to what informed your business mindset and also your financial ambition early in life.
Thank you. My parents were not into business. I didn't learn business from my parents. Though, back home in the village, they grow crop, and when those crop are to maturity stage, they harvest, they take it to the market.
Right.
So that's a kind of business, right?
Like farming at the
Like farming,
nothing commercial about
nothing
it.
commercial. So basically, but personally, I have a very rough childhood. I was exposed to anything you can think of. Life will expose a child to at a very tender age. So this, the need to take
the destiny into your
hands. Into my hands became evidence. I remember as early as when I was in GSS1, I'll close from school, I'll go to the farm.
Wow.
Yeah, to go and pluck palm fruit.
Wow.
And somebody will sell on the market day. They'll give money to go to school. It was that
wow.
stuff. As at age 12, I was already climbing a pantry. Do you know what a
oh
pantry?
My God.
You know what it means to climb? At age
That's
12.
risky, man.
Yes, age 12. I remember till
wow.
date.
Were you using harnesses or something to like
use the whatever. It's just a common rope that you put around your waist.
That could just cut and you drop. Oh my God.
It could slip off. It's not a matter of cutting.
God.
Yeah. So I'll flip it, go. I remember the first time I can't remember vividly. I was 12 then. So I'll cut it, we'll go and sell it. Then I'll go to get some farm produce, they will sell, I'll take back to school. So you've been hands-on right from tiny age. Yeah, very correct. That level of independence has been there. Even in these university days, I did photography, I did a lot of things. So yeah,
you're a man of many arts.
It has always been part of me when it comes to business.
Right. So right from a tender age, I guess that subtle responsibility that have been placed on you for you to be able to take care of yourself in a way and also be accountable for yourself. Kind of from some of your.
And I was firstborn, so you know.
Oh, I know. I'm the direct opposite of that. I'm the last child, so and I can relate with how much of responsibility is usually on the lap of firstborn. So now I can relate. Thank you so much for sharing. So again, you went to school and you studied building technology, and I know that there will definitely be options at the time you graduated. Real estate is something that I know that at about 20-30 years ago was really pretty growing and booming. So I'm sure that it might not be probably lack of getting job that threw you into entrepreneurship, or was it, or is it part of the story? So birthing your business initially in Nigeria, I want you to actually open up, make it a little visible to us. So is it unemployment, or is it that passion that, you know what, I want more?
Well, let me even talk about my engineering background.
Fantastic.
We studied building tech, we studied civil engineering. I did both programs at the same time. That's a story for another time. Yeah.
Oh, in the same school?
No, I was running two programs at the same time. Yeah. One in the Polytechnic, one in the university. Same time. So it's a huge story. It's a story on its own.
I get.
Now, while I was doing all of those, I was still busy with student union activities. I was more or less a very popular guy on campus. So I thought I was going into media production and all those things. Yeah, because I was a speaker. You know, most
Wow.
time when there's symposium on campus,
You are the
you
guy.
see my name on the yeah. So I was just thinking that, oh,
Yeah.
I think I will go into the media way. I was thinking
Yeah.
I'll be busy doing presentation in one
Right.
TV station or something.
Right.
But when I got to NYC camp, yes, I find myself in the OBS. You know the OBS, the broadcasting service.
Okay.
No, those that served in Ikare Akoko 2004, batch A. This is the guy you always hear his voice on radio.
I see. I served in Lagos, so I didn't know much about that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I was in the campus. I was a popular guy in the camp, even in the NYC orientation camp.
Yeah.
So even some guys thought I was working in a radio station.
Look at that.
Yeah. So when they want to maybe describe you, so you know that guy, he must be working in a radio station. That guy was, because I had
you were quite visible on the media.
I was visible. So I was thinking that was it. Maybe I would paste it to a radio station or a TV station.
I see.
But as God will have it, I was posted to a construction company.
Look at that.
Which was exactly my background.
Oh.
So it was in the course of working with my construction company during my NYC. Even they didn't even have enough job as at the first up to the 8th month. It was towards the expiration of the 1 year NYC
that they had a project.
So in the course of manning that project, I became
very exposed.
I think this is another way.
That's for your interest.
Which was exactly what I studied, you know?
Yeah.
And I began to find my feet. I began to figure it out. And as God will have it, the man retained me. So you did very well. I'll have you retained. I was retained. And while I was working with him, and
you were acquiring
creativity popped up.
I was like, I love that. That was a life board moment.
I can do this thing. In less than 1 year working with my company, I've registered my own company.
Look at that.
It's strange. You know, a young NYC guy that just finished NYC, a young graduate, you know.
I think with you, I kind of like believe the saying that when preparation meets opportunity, then, I mean, the rest is story. Exactly. Yeah. That level of preparation has always been there. Yeah. That opportunity just came to like ignite your light bulb moment, and you were able to seize the opportunity and walk right into it. So practically, maybe that your NYC with the job extension would probably be like the only job.
No, that was all.
Oh my God! And you lived directly. And how many years did you work with the organization?
Less than 2 years.
Less than 2 years.
Yeah, it was a year plus, and then along the line, I started doing my thing, registered my own company. Started looking for jobs.
Wow.
While I was still working with them.
Right.
And one thing led to another. I got the first job.
Wow.
And you know where the first job came from?
Where?
National Integrated Power Project.
Look at that.
Yeah. I was to do a fencing in one of the substations.
How did you do? Because I know that with working with such agencies, you will probably need references to several pages, because I've been in construction environments from real estate, and sometimes you need to exactly.
I'll tell you what.
So how did you do and beat all of that?
So while I was working with the construction company, after my NYC that I was detained, at the time they didn't have a job. You know, some construction companies sometimes season.
Exactly.
So they didn't have a job. So quickly, I started thinking, what do I do? Oh, somehow I was called up. Another set of copper were coming in. So I was called up to come and manage the OBS and recruit new coppers to take. So I went. While I was there, of course, my usual self, I was there. I did audition, got some people in, and I wanted to leave. The PR won't let me leave. So you have to stay with us. Are you busy? We can take care of you and stuff like that. So that 3 weeks, I was thinking. I said, now I know almost all the core members. Yeah, why? Because I was on radio, so everybody knows who there's a guy. So now these guys, some of them will come to Akure. I was in Akure then. How do I keep this relationship on? How do I take advantage of these people that I've known? What are the things they are going to need when they come to Akure? What came to my mind is that they will need accommodation. So immediately that idea came, I put a call through. There was a vacant flat in the compound I lived. I put a call through. The landlord said it is vacant. I said, I have some people that will take it. I've not discussed with anybody. So when I told him, I said, I have some people that will take it. And you know copper for who they are. When they get to any new place, any closest contact they have, they call.
Yeah.
So my phone rang. Somebody said, please, I think we got your number during the orientation, whatever,
Okay.
that we need accommodation. I said, yes, I have
Yeah.
accommodation.
Oh my God.
And they came. And the person said, I can really take one with a 3 bedroom. I said, I said, go and look for other two people to join you. They joined. Baba gave her the house for 60,000. I gave it to each of them 25,000 naira per room. And I made 15K. And that was it. So we really I made 15K from that deal. In the morning I woke up, I'll be trekking around the whole street looking for empty spaces. I would just walk into a place.
That's arbitrage business in real estate.
Yes,
you just launched.
That was how it started.
Wow.
So I will walk into a place. When I see any house that there's no curtain, I would think that the place is vacant. I will knock. I said, please, there is vacant. They say somebody is there. I say, I'm sorry.
The confidence? Where did you get that from?
That is it. So most time, I will meet that the place is vacant. I will tell the person, okay, I have call members. I represent call members. And I want to bring them to come and stay here. And they are whatever. Just forget about I'm putting them here. They say, okay, the house is, once they give me their price, I'll put my own price, I'll put call member there. For that period of 1 year, once in a while, I come visiting. So there is a company that got a contract to handle the NIPP project, National Integrated Power Project in Ekiti and Ondo State. So they have 7 sites to handle across those states.
Right.
So one call member that I gave accommodation the previous year now told them, you are going to Ondo State. I know one guy that helped me out with accommodation.
Just go meet him. He's your
this is his number. So they called. They said, oh, we need accommodation. I said, okay. I didn't take them seriously until one day they called me and said, we are on our way to Akure.
Wow.
In the next 2 hours, we'll be in Akure. Please, we want you to go and show us the accommodation. I was like, oh. So immediately, I didn't work on it until that moment. So I just went around, I started looking for, I got 1 or 2 places. So when they came, they said, no, that's not the kind of accommodation they wanted.
Wow.
They need an office complex.
Wow.
And they need a big building where they can house their engineers and their staff. This is it.
Yeah.
So I got them the accommodation. I don't want to go into detail. That's his story. That's another story on his own. So when I got there, the accommodation, so they were about to draft the check for the company because it was a bigger accommodation. That was beyond what I can handle. So I have to go to a property management company to get the accommodation from them. So they now said, we're about preparing their check. Have they included your own commission in the deal? I said, it's not necessary. All I just did for you guys is to assist you with that. They have their commissions, just pay to them. We are fine. Not even knowing that the company has built in my own in it. I didn't even know. So I saw the deal through, and they were also calling me. They want to settle that. They want to do it. So I got to know that they are construction company. I said, I studied building. If you need any assistance. He said, do you have a company? I said, yes, I have a company registered. Go and bring the certificate of registration. I brought it. I got the contract. That was when I got the first contract.
My God. I love this story. And I'm sure that a lot of young people will have a lot of lessons to learn in this. And the fact that you don't have to wait till you get the huge capital before you leap forward. You can actually start with whatever is in your hand. Sure. I can look at your business model at the beginning. You only had to secure that rental property with the landlord. I'm not even sure you paid him the 60,000 upfront. Maybe it was when we collected money from
of course. Where will I get money?
Pure arbitrage, and you took your profit out of it. And you were growing, expanding, and with relationship management, you were able to even leap into commercial clients. Wow, that is so interesting. So now you're gonna pivot that into Canadian economy, like you coming in and about 5 years in business. I know that for a lot of people, when they hear real estate and they hear not even real estate in Africa, in diaspora, there's usually this fear that how do I even get capital? It's so capital intensive. So for you, how did you take that leap? Did you come with a bag full of cash from
not like you
from back home? How did you do it, sir?
Not like you.
Because that's a big leap.
Okay. So one thing I always tell people if I have opportunity to talk about business is that every business has its own value chain.
Great.
That's what they call value chain in every business.
Right.
For example, the young lady that sells meat pie. All you see is meat pie. There's a process that the whole thing will get to before that meat pie will come to that show glass.
True.
So there's a value chain.
Yeah.
Somebody could be the one supplying the flour and other raw material, butter and what have you. Somebody could say, oh, I cannot supply. You just prepare it. Leave the sales to me.
Great.
That's a value chain. Another person could say, oh, instead of you coming to pick it up, don't worry, I'll come and deliver to you. Every business has its own value chain. The same thing with real estate. Somebody could be doing real estate without spending a dime and it's making money. While the other person will have to put huge sum of money before he can go into the deal. What is your value chain?
Which side of it are you sitting?
Which side did you pick in? Yeah. So my own, I took to the side of converting the space to something beautiful. How do I make this space beautiful?
Which is like service in a way. I'm offering you this service. You pay me for this.
So somebody buys a property now that is dilapidated.
Yeah.
You need somebody to
revamp it.
So I'm there to do that.
You situate your own.
Yes. And I get my own.
Yes.
And I finish the job. The guy puts the job in the market. He sells it. He makes money. So he's the one you are seeing.
Yeah.
But you have forgotten there are some
of us. I am the one making that program feasible.
That is it. So take a stand and choose a part in the value chain. When you choose that part, the mistake people make is that they want to be everywhere. It's not possible.
True.
Oh, they want to be the control. They want to be the guy at the top. Yeah, if you have the money to be the guy at the top, that's fine.
You can be.
But there are people that are working on that service that are doing some little things that they are also making so much. I give you an instance. I do construction today. There's a company that does our countertop. Just countertop. Nothing else. Just countertop. That's what they do for us. Sometimes they do a deal as low as $640 to do one countertop. Sometimes they do as big as 2,000 something, 4,000 something countertop. Go and look at their factory. Go and look at their setup. Go and look
and that's all they do in that real estate value chain.
So imagine doing countertop for 4, 5, 6 developers.
And with it also comes some level of when you niche, people know that this is your area. They are able to pay you premium fee because you're a subject matter expert.
That is it.
Wow.
It comes to the issue of knowing the job.
Yeah. What are you known for? And how do you deliver?
There's a passage of the scripture I always refer people to. It's in Genesis.
Yeah.
You know, when Joseph brought his people,
right,
you know, to come and meet Pharaoh.
Yeah.
The very first time they had to meet Pharaoh. So he was having a conversation with Pharaoh. He was having a conversation with his brother. I say, Pharaoh is coming to meet with you guys. Of everything, there's one thing I am sure he's going to ask you. What do you do? He said, I know the man is going to ask you that. And you know, immediately he appeared. That's the first question he asked him.
What do you do?
So what do you do? They say we rear animal, we take care of whatever, we're into husbandry and stuff. And they give them bullshit.
Look at that.
So the thing is that what you do?
What do you do?
We know you as Sheon Ajila, you are into podcast. Okay. So if we need a service in that area, we don't think twice.
Right. And I kind of like this dimension and worldview that you brought into it. Like, as an individual, it's important for you to be known for something. You might not know everything, but it's important for you to have mastery, at least in one area. Such that the day you even meet yourself in the big room and you appear before the kings and the kingmakers, and there is opportunity to be able to bless you. If there is absolutely nothing that you are known for or nothing that you have developed mastery for, that moment is just going to sleep back.
Joseph was busy interpreting dreams.
Wow.
And interpreted to one. He said, when you get back, they are going to kill you. He said, but you are going to be restored. But when you get there, don't forget me. So even when you master the thing, don't close your mouth.
Don't close your mouth.
Advertise. Tell people, this is what I do.
This is what I do.
And what happened?
A closed mouth is a closed destiny.
They called him. When he got there, after interpreting the dream, the man said, no, there's nobody that can do this thing.
Look at that. I love that. I'm going to come now to the area that usually gets people scared. Is the fact that for you, I know you've always been a builder right from home. But like certification abroad is a coolian. It's a big deal. I can't even imagine myself going through that. How did you pivot? Like, is it within that 1 year you were also able to get your license? Did you go back to school? So that all of you that's coming in fact, I have a friend, he studied building technology background. Like I said, one of my expectations is that one day I want to see you start. He will just laugh. Maybe because of all this issue of certification that you don't know, but I'd like you to like give us a little tip into how you work that part.
I have a friend in Calgary. He said he's tired of this country. I said, why? He said if it's possible to go and do certification on how to slap.
I know.
He said
I
everything.
know.
He will apply for a job. He said
I
certification
know.
for this,
I
certification
know.
for this.
I know.
Of the truth.
This year alone, I've done 2 certifications in my field. 2.
That was what scared me most when I came. Another bad thing, one bad character they have in this country is that when you are starting, the information is not even there for you.
You have to begin to know in phases.
There are so many things you have to figure out yourself.
Yeah.
For instance, the first time somebody called me to come and quote for a job, I went online to go and look for bill of quantity.
Yeah.
Like in Nigeria now, there's a standard bill of quantity. Lagos have their own standard rate for concrete.
Yeah.
Abuja has their own standard rate of concrete. Yeah. Other states have. So when they call you to come and quote for a job in Lagos, you already know their concrete. Exactly. You already know what they charge for. So it's easy for you. Not in this place. In fact, I called up somebody, a professional. I said, please, sir, what is the rate for doing? He said, it's between you and your client. I tell you. So
it's highly discretionary.
It's discretionary. So it makes it deep. You figure out almost everything on your own in that regard. Because you do not have what it takes to hire an estimator at the early stage.
Yeah, true.
So of the truth, I was scared. Each time anywhere I try to find out information, I always get to the dead end. I don't get any information from them.
Yeah.
So when I came in, I did my own research. What do? I want to practice. What the first thing somebody told me, try regional trade and skills.
Okay.
So I put in for the regional trade and skills. I went for the training. Why they were doing that training? All the questions I'm asking the lecturers is about how to start my business.
Because that's where you are headed.
That is where I'm going. But most time they don't really have all the information to give me. Well, I understand that you need to get a journeyman this to do this. You need to get a journeyman that to do that. Yeah, that's okay. Let me even register the company first.
Right.
To begin to sort out. But caution, when you register a company, you have tax commitment.
Yeah, true.
Immediately you register a company, CRA will write
because you have to file
send you your CRA, whatever.
True.
The PST will send you a letter. True. So every month they expect you to be remitting. Even if it is new, they expect you to be remitting. It's not like Nigeria that will do tax clearance once in a year. So when I registered, I began to figure out stuff. So as soon as I was done with the trade and skill, I was sent to a construction company, Koran Construction. They are no longer in existence. They are merged with PCL Construction now. So I was working with them, but like general labor. And another thing, when you're working with a big construction company, you don't learn nothing.
Wow. Yeah. You have to be in the field to be able to learn.
You can't learn nothing. Because those construction companies, because you are a labor, they will put you in one session, maybe to be packing rubble, or to be throwing away garbage, or to be assisting. You won't have an opportunity to learn. But it's big company. They cannot afford to put you in the sensitive position. You don't have the certification, you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the technical know-how. So they cannot allow you to touch tools. Do you know some of the tools you have to get license to use a particular tool? Most of the tools we do licensing. We have to do training. They give you a ticket that you are now
licensed to handle this.
To handle a particular tool. So you don't expect a big company to put you
because they have professional liabilities.
Yes.
So they've got to protect themselves.
So their professional handle those areas. So I was in the midst of all of this. While I was doing that, after my work there, I still try to look for a contractor in town to be working. So it was a huge responsibility for me. It was tough. I won't deceive you. It was tough, but did I get there? Yes.
Yes.
I did it within 1 year. Yeah. I got the registration. I had all the information I needed, and the business started.
Wow. That is really encouraging. And I'm gonna from there ask this kind of question that I think everyone indeed that is watching this will also want to have. That did you have it all figured out, or did you also get your hands messed at sometimes? What are the major barriers that you run into, especially running business as an African Canadian that you are now? So was there a major challenge that you ran into that you're like, well, even though you were able to come out of it and business is still moving well?
Yeah, one major, should I call it a setback or a very tough experience I had was in the area of documentations.
Mm,
Back home, we are not too keen on
yeah.
documentation, is not really our
Mm-hmm.
thing. In this place, even if your company, you buy a coffee of $2 from the
Yeah.
company account, you must produce a receipt.
Mm. If it will become an allowable expenses.
Yes, whatever it is,
Mm,
you must produce it. As a business owner, I have maybe 300 grand in my account, 500 grand in my
mm,
account, and I took out 10 grand to do something.
mm,
I'm the business owner, right?
mm-hmm.
It must be properly
Therefore, is it drawing? Is it your salary?
it must be.
Oh my
I'll give
God.
you a gist. You know, I usually take my phone because all
Right.
through the year I work.
Yeah.
All through the year. So
Mm.
I usually take a week off with my family
For vacation.
for vacation. So we vacate a lot.
Yeah.
So when they were preparing my company parts and I saw that money flying around, I said, why is this money here? He said, yes, now you just want to enjoy yourself. That it has
Oh,
nothing
okay.
to do with the
With the
company.
company.
I said, really? I'm
Mm.
entitled to vacation.
Yeah.
They say, yes, but you took your family to go and vacate.
Oh.
What is the
What is
importance
the
of that
value?
vacation, value of that
To the
vacation
business?
to the business?
Look at that.
I said, what do you mean?
Mm.
I work for it. He said, no, it's going to be tasked because you just want to enjoy yourself. He
Oh.
said, let me school you. That's my accountant talking now.
Yeah.
He said, if you want to go on vacation and you are going for maybe a conference or something, you want to learn something that will add value to the company. If you like, carry the whole of your family and go there.
It's
You have a reason,
justifiable.
it's justified because you want to concentrate.
Yeah.
That's why you are going with your
Or
family.
you are launching a business for 2 hours during that trip. It's related
That
to
is
growth.
it, yeah.
Mm.
So they will write it off as business expense.
Mm.
But you are just picking
Pure
money from the
leisure
company.
and pleasure?
Yes, so no, that's you
No
pay for it.
way.
Yeah. So
I
documentation.
love my country.
No, they humbled me with that.
Oh my
I
God.
was humbled. I said, really? Yeah.
Mm.
Now, that was documentation was a major issue. Another thing, you don't miss friendship
With
in business.
business. Mm.
So I did a couple of jobs when I really started with some friends. And they will say, oh, just do it. No, it's no problem. Okay, I'll just do it. They won't pay tax, yet I'll give them receipt. And nobody told me that anything that is receipted is taxed. I thought I was doing my friend a favor. Let me just help you to do this.
Wow.
I will help them to do it. But they too, because the money was taken out somewhere, they needed something to show.
To justify.
So I didn't know the implication of that. So I just helped you.
Mm.
Like there was a guy I did a business for. It was around 40 grand.
Mm.
I actually, it's the guy, the man is my friend. He has not heard about this. But if he sees this video, he might know he's the one. I helped him out. The business was supposed to be more than that. I did it for $40,000. And everything was done. So we go to the shop, buy stuff, just like direct labor and stuff. But when we were done, he said, all right, let me just get me
a
receipt to show. But he himself, because he needed to account for where he took the money from, he needed to submit the receipt. Exactly. And before you say Jack, the receipt got to the hands of the authorities. So they started piling it up for me. I did that for a lot of friends.
Wow, and it had tax implication on you.
So until one day I received a call. They said, we want to audit your company. I said, me, I was even carrying shoulder. I said, I do my tax clearance every year.
Yes.
I didn't know that was totally different.
Oh.
So when they started bringing out figures, I returned some good sum. Some huge sum of money.
I know.
So it was when I was returning that money and I said, so we have so much money to return like this. Okay. And now there are some things I was not actually taking advantage of. I said, oh, okay, no problem.
Now that I know.
Now that I know. So that was the major challenge. Wow. Another thing, when you are starting, for example, when I started, I got some jobs to start with. I didn't have enough money to employ qualified people to do it for me. So I have to start figuring that out. And when it comes to pricing, people want to see what you have done. And how do you prove people? I mean, you have a lot of experienced hand all around. You are just coming in.
Yeah.
Why would they prefer to give you?
Hmm.
How do you launch into that level where they are comparing you with those guys?
True.
How?
Wow.
So those were the things. But in all
Wow.
of it, we
But you beat
figured it
it.
out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you work against all odds. You learned through the rope and you are still able to leverage and have those good successes we are talking about today. Thank you so much. I will want us to talk about some of your guiding principles of faith. Some you already in the way shared with us in the course of the conversation, but are there guiding money principle, faith value, or quote that has anchored your wealth building journey, right? Or are there some mentors maybe early enough that people that are also that probably you are shaping your business model after, or people that you are also accountable for too, right? That when the road gets tough, you're able to be like your navigator, right?
Okay. One of my guiding principles is delay gratification.
Hmm.
Delay gratification. In everything I learned in secondary school, two things I learned in elementary economics are still helping me today. In elementary economics, they said opportunity cost is the alternative for God.
Yeah.
Opportunity
20
cost is the alternative
alternative
for
for
God.
more.
And the second one is in everything you do, draw out a scale of preference.
Preference.
List everything that you think you need. And by yourself, begin to
Rank
cancel
it.
out the ones that you don't really need. You know, sometimes you can have a list of 50, and you cancel the 50 might become just two. Because you
Those
begin
are
to
the
know, can
real.
I do
These
without
are those
this?
are the real need. The rest can become want.
Can I do without this? Can I do without this? Can this wait? So attend to the most important part time. To the most important. I might have $50 million in my account today. I might have today. And there's a need for $100,000 out of 50 million, or just 100,000. And I'll still be calculating. Is it necessary? Can we do without it? Yes. That's it. Because if you are not prudent enough, you are not calculative in your spending.
You might hit your seed.
That's number one. Number two, a day opportunity will come.
Nothing to.
And there's nothing to fall back at. That has happened to me multiple times. So as much as possible as an entrepreneur, keep money. Just make sure you have reserve. There are some money you shouldn't touch no matter what, as much as possible. Because one day, one opportunity might just come. They might just want to sell a business and they don't have time. They want to close the deal within so time. And you need to put down some down payment. If you will say, I'll go to the bank, you know, most time when you go to the bank, you want to buy a business. The bank will say, how much are you putting?
Yeah, what's your equity participation?
What is your own equity participation? So you now be speaking grammar. You see, I've run this business. We understand.
But at least,
put your
what's the cash flow looking like?
Put your 20%. So in that case, you understand. So that's my grade. Then, two, another thing, hard work doesn't kill. Because hard work doesn't kill. As much as possible, as God has given you strength, just make sure you add value to yourself by the day. What have I added? What value have I added? Sometimes I look at the day, oh, it's already 12. What have we done today? What have we made for the company? So those are the things that drives me.
Hard work, delayed gratification. Make sure that you keep so considerable part of whatever you make for the raining day and even the days of opportunity. Because when people think about savings, I said the way you can save as an individual, your company should also be saving. Company savings is what we call return under equity. We have what we call got the exact word that we use in the balance sheet now, but it's close to that, like something that you are retaining and it sits in your equity. The question is this: the day's opportunity comes, like you said, if you there is nothing retained. If we make 100 million and we spend the whole of the 100 million, and there is no part of that profitability that we are taking on the retainership. So what do we fall back on the days of opportunity to even leap forward or to grow? So that is so profound. I will like to also ask that beyond financial matrices, it's easier for us to say, okay, my company has grown 10% from last year, or our equity have expanded by XYZ. So beyond those financial matrices, how will you, what will you consider a successful life? Not from the financial perspective now. Not everything we can put on the balance sheet. Our assets we can put on the balance sheet, liabilities we can see. But there are some other valuable things that make up our existence that it might be difficult for us to quantify and put on the balance sheet. What are those things? Those things that make you think beyond those financial
Peace of mind.
figures. Wow, amazing.
Peace of mind.
Hmm.
And I talk about peace of mind when you have needs that are not met.
I love that. I love that.
You say, I have peace. And they are knocking at your door, say, bro, come and pay the money you are owing.
Exact.
So peace of mind is what sums it up all.
Yeah.
That peace of mind shows that, you're not, if you are owing, maybe for business purpose, maybe for for something good.
I agree with you. In fact, this that you just taught make me to, because I'm into coaching. I coach, I do financial literacy coaching and business coaching. And on coaching call, I tell people, when you want to take that decision to acquire either credit or debt, ask yourself, this thing, how much love or value do I put on this item? To the extent that if you're unable to pay, can it take sleep away from you? Think it twice. Because you are trading in something for the other. But unfortunately, if what you are trading in is too much than the value you are getting from it, ask yourself twice. Was it worth it? If not, take a step back.
Yeah, that thing will take away your peace.
Especially when it comes to because I categorize debt into the good debt and the bad debt. For me, by definition, the good debt are the ones that I'm using for leverage to be able to leap forward and get more. But the ones that I'm probably using for lifestyle is a bad debt in my own classification. So I'm like, okay, so how do I have that shining car out there? And the best that will happen is that somebody will see you a day and say, I love your car. They will probably not repeat, I love your car every day, because by the time they are repeating it every day, they are becoming a nuisance. So just for like a compliment of one day, or for the nice smell you feel in the car, but you are always, your heart is always in your mouth every 2 weeks when you want to pay the no, it's never gonna work. No.
The truth is that just know what you can afford.
Right. And live by it.
Know what you can afford part time. Know when you cannot afford what. And anything you cannot afford at a certain stage, you don't need it. Yeah. You can't afford it. It shows you can't. When you need it,
you can afford it.
I give you an example. 2 years ago, I was buying things for Christmas for my children. Every year I do that. And my wife was saying, you just buy something for yourself. I don't really need it. So I now remember there is one old phone I brought from Nigeria that has my Nigeria line in it. You know, I spent close to 3,000 to buy a phone. Put that SIM and put it in the house. The phone does not go out with me. That's almost 3 grand. So somebody sees that now, you say, okay, it's because I could afford it at that time.
Yes.
And if I buy that phone, it doesn't really affect anything.
Exactly.
You understand? And whether I like it or not, that phone, sometime when I come back home and I check my messages back home and what have you, I get some satisfaction. I'm just cool. That's at my level. But there were times I could not do that.
Right.
At least I've had the phone since I came to the country. It just took me like 2023 to buy a good phone. That was the best phone at that time. That was when Zoom, what is it called? Samsung Z
Fold, maybe Fold 4 or 5.
Fold 5. It was when they just launched Fold 5. I was one of the first people. I even bought it online, put my credit card, they deliver here. So the point I'm trying to make is that, very fancy, very correct. I mean, I still have it. Look at my phone now, but it's not here. It's up there. He has never gone out with me to go and do work. Nothing. It's a Nigerian line. So the point I'm making is that there were times I could not afford that, and I knew it. And I didn't have to bother. I didn't have to bother. And when it was time that I could afford it and does not affect anything,
Yeah.
it was just there.
Yeah.
So we need to learn when we cannot afford what.
Yeah.
We don't have to kill ourselves over it.
Yeah. I mean, I have a friend who have also featured on the episode before, and he will say one of his guiding principles is that never buy luxury with hard earned money. Not even with debt though, but with hard earned money. So if
Can
he's
you
buying
imagine?
luxury, he only buys it with passive income.
Can you imagine? That's another
Maybe
level.
maybe interest from investment,
Yeah,
something that is not sweating or exchanging time for. That's what he used in buying
yeah.
luxury.
That's a good one.
So it's not what's up when people are not only using active income, they are now using debt to finance lifestyle or luxuries. So,
That's not wisdom.
yeah. Wow. Thank you so much for adding that in. And where can viewers actually where are you hanging out online? Where can people meet you or interact with some of your work?
Okay.
Maybe there are people in Regina or in the entire province and they are looking to have their basements
Or new
develop
build.
or new build or project makeover,
Yeah.
right? Where can they find you?
We are online. We have an online presence.
Great.
We have a Facebook page.
Right.
Lucky Links Building Services.
Great.
That's the Facebook page.
Right.
Instagram, Lucky Links Building Services.
Right.
And we also have a website, luckylinksbuildingservice.ca. There's no
.ca.
S.
Okay.
luckylinksbuildingservice.ca. That's
Right.
our website. Then I have my personal Facebook too.
Right.
With over 5,000.
Yeah, look at that.
5,000 followers.
Are you still into that media thing? We should be feeling you more on those pages because once a media person, always a media person.
Really, I don't really have time.
I know.
I'm occupied with so many things, but I know even Facebook has been sending me prompts, monetization.
Look at
do
that.
this to the next stage, you get
Look
this.
at this.
You are not qualified for stars.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know how to do
look
it.
at that.
The only place I know we are not really active is YouTube. We need to
Okay.
do YouTube. So I have a
Right.
personal Facebook page.
Great.
Lucky Aluge.
Right.
Lucky Aluge, that's my Facebook
Yeah.
page. And my phone number is 639-999-5157. So Lucky Links Building Services, you can reach me any of this platform.
Wow.
We can work anywhere.
Wow.
When we really started, we have some offer outside of Regina. In fact, there was one that was very, very pressing. I have to come and do a job somewhere in Toronto, St. Petersburg. Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I did for the lady?
Yeah.
I have to go to Kijiji, search for contractor in that area.
Wow.
Got her a contractor to do the job.
Wow, because you weren't comfortable. Was it a license issue then?
Not well. Number one, it was a new area for me then.
Okay.
Then I don't have as much knowledge as I have now about how to navigate, about all this licensing thing. Then you move into a new area. Which journeyman plumber you going to call? Which journeyman electrician do you want to use? Who do you know? There was their rate in that area.
Right.
I just run into trouble. So I just got a contractor in that area.
Oh, fantastic.
But now we have gone beyond that stage.
Wow,
we were able to go out.
So if I have a job in Manitoba, surely I can call them. Wow. That is so profound. I like the growth and I like the way you have systematically moved into your space and grow organically. I mean, I'm super excited and also proud of what you have done as a Nigerian Canadian. Thank you so much, sir. And on this note, I want to say a very big thank you to you. Thank you for your time and thank you for sharing. Thank you. Even up to your vulnerable side, you have let people know a few things that you have got your hands beating on and how you are able to also come out of it strong. And to our audience, I would also like to say a very big thank you. Thank you for tuning in and for sticking through to the very end. And until I come your way again, continue those money moves. And if you love this episode or some other episode that we'll be bringing your way, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that anytime we upload new episode, you will be alerted. Thank you and bye for now.